Okay, this is a mower I picked up for free with a Craftsman that I've since then sold. I do have the bag for this Toro. It's sitting over there. And the guy tried to fix it. He didn't know what he was doing. He just started pulling bolts and didn't know where everything was. Where I received it, this thing was just just like that, just separate. Maybe he had a recoil problem or whatever, or a carb problem, and it's just screwed up. I think he didn't even have a oil filter cover. I don't have one for a Kohler, but I don't think those are that expensive. But let's see if this thing would be something I could possibly get going. So that's what this video is going to be about, is just diagnosing this thing and if it's going to be feasible to get going. I do have some Kohler parts. I do have an air filter for it, but I don't know if I have the cover. That's for it. I think this is the old design where the covers would just fall off. I'm not sure if I have one, but whatever. So I'll give this the old college try. I'm going to approach this as I'm first going to empty out the gas tank, and then I'm going to put it back on properly and go from there. It's good that I emptied it. It's got water in it and a bunch of other junk. You see that bubble there on the bottom that's colored? It's got a different color than the red color. That's water at the bottom. Water is heavier than gas, so it sinks to the bottom. I might be able to salvage some of this, and then but I have to filter it with like a paper towel and make sure I don't get any of that water in it. Got the gas tank back on. That was a little bit of a chore, but these were really hard to get in. But now I'm taking the carburetor off here. Let's take a peek in it. So on the Kohler, what I do is I loosen up the bolts on this side because I don't want to deal with that linkage. So I just do that, and then I just pull the whole thing out as an assembly. And I have to disconnect I've disconnected the fuel line. Well, I actually broke it, but I'll still have enough slack here. So you pull this out like this, and then you see if I can get a better bird's eye view here. Yeah, pull it out like that. You actuate that, and then these will come out, and then this thing comes off. Easy peasy. I don't like dealing with this linkage because I can never remember how you get it in there. So I just take it off altogether. Eliminate the possibility. So let's go take a look inside of this to see if this carburetor is in decent shape or not. We'll determine whether or not I do anything. Easy to get off. Hardly any resistance. Like someone's been in here before. Wouldn't surprise me. So and that smells terrible. Good thing I don't have smell-o-vision. Hey, you two, do you want to add that smell-o-vision? So now let's get the bolt. Take off. There we go. Don't tear the gasket. Good. This isn't that bad. So maybe I'll continue forward and clean this out and pull the jet out. This doesn't look bad. I cleaned out the bowl. I sprayed it with carb spray. Used some steel wool and a bristle brush. This is a brass one. It got better. Now we need to get the jet out to probably clean it out. So the jet is in, there it is. You see that flathead groove? What you do is you put a very good flathead screwdriver. This is a old Matco. It was my grandfather's. So, and yeah, this comes out. Sometimes they don't, they're stuck in there. So let's see if we can get this out. A little bit more. There comes that, and now there is the tube. You just reach in and push down, shake and bake. There it comes. Now this is where these carburetors get messed up all the time. And this one is, you see, you can't focus. You must focus. You can't see through that jet. That's the main jet. Yeah, you need to clear it out. You take a wire or torque test cleaners or whatever. You run it through there to ream it out. Wiggle it around. And out she comes. Now, then you spray it out with carb spray. Both sides, both ways. I'm trying not to get it in your eye because carb spray burns. It's like 90% acetone. Okay. Now you can see through there. That's the cleaning out the jet. We'll stick it here in our tray. Let me zoom out. And now we've got to deal with this Venturi. And it's got a bunch of holes on the side that all need to be cleaned out just by pushing this wire in through it. You probably see all those two, all there. You just ream it out with with this wire. I'll do like this one. You see? You just go through all of them and do that, and then spray it out. Often looked jet to clean out. In order to get to it, you have to take this screw out, rubber, plastic screw, and then you can get to this plastic thing. This will be your idle speed jet, and before you take it out, you want to clean out on top because you don't want anything to fall into this cavity. There. Here's your idle speed jet. On this one, there's a really small jet there that only a wire from a wire brush, a real fine wire, will fit in there, and then you just spray it out. Even a twisty tie like this won't fit in it. It has to be one from a brush. So and then spray it out. And put it back. But also, if you want, go in here and spray in this hole. Let me see if I can see in there. Yeah, spray in there, and it should come out somewhere in the carb. Yeah, you see there in the front there? Comes out right, like right there. So, and you can put this back in. You have to finagle around and use some pliers to get it in there. And we put back this, and we just have to get it close to what it was here. So and don't drop it on the floor. Now, the needle looks okay. I don't see anything on the sides. So now we're going to put let's reassemble the carburetor. So let's, well, duh. I need to first put this in. So it goes in like this. Followed by the jet. And you just want to make this snug. Remember, it's brass, you can easily strip it. Yeah, just snug. Now, let's stick, I did clean in the seat there. I've got a short on how to do that with just a Q-tip and some carb spray. Some people use polishing compound, which is also viable. Needle. Looks okay. Just drop this in. And then you put the pin in. Like so. Rinse it off. And we'll put this carb bowl back on. You need to orient it so the drain plug is towards the front of the carburetor. It doesn't really matter, it just makes it easier. So this is where the gas goes in, so it's the opposite of that. And I'll clean that off before I put it out. We're going to put the carburetor back on and pray for the best. Now, to put the carburetor back on, we first push get these two bolts lined up. Then we, with this, what? Huh? There. Yeah. So with that, let's see if we can actuate this. Did I break anything here? Huh. Maybe I did. I got it. This was wasn't freely moving like this. So. It needed to, you know, persuade it, so to speak. So I'll put that on, and then we put this one on for the throttle. If we can get this in there. There. Oh, the small one came out. So I'm gonna put that in. If we could just see. There. Put it like that. Let's stick the fuel line on. I know I messed this fuel line up. Let's see if it's long enough. Now, at least for now. So, and I gotta put this heats the auto choke sensor on, and I gotta find something for the recoil. Recoil that was on it. It's foobarred. There's no dogs, or if there's a dog that's around here somewhere that I found, and there's no spring inside. Okay, so this recoil is Dunsky. I do have this one. It's not great, but at least it let me see if I can at least it retracts. So let me see about restringing this one. I don't know what it is this year. It's be like the 7th restring. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill start it in lieu of a recoil, so I don't have okay, because what this has come down to, what it looks like is they had a problem with the recoil. They tried to fix it, didn't know what they were doing, and screwed it up. This thing also is missing an oil cap. I have since then drained all the oil, and there was water in it because this was left out. So I'd have to get a drain cap, oil cap, which I have no idea how much it is, or maybe I can find one somewhere at a lawnmower shop that will give it to me for cheap, a used one. And I'm gonna have to do a recoil or purchase a recoil. So for now, I'm just going to start it with a drill and see how it goes, and see if it leaks, because I'd also have to get a filter cap. I don't know if I have. Yeah, all the Kohler filter things are just the base, not the cover. Okay, I have put, I don't know, 14 ounces in or something like that. And this does not have the drain cap for it. This is a something like from a carburetor cleaner bottle. This is the top of it. Well, it's about the same. For now, I'll just do that. Oil will probably come out of there, but it's better than nothing. Let's go put some gas in this. Now, to drill start this, it's a 19mm socket on a drill, in drill mode without the clutch on it. You cannot do this with an impact. This is dangerous. So you can actually get yourself hurt by doing it like this. So this, again, I'm just doing this to see if it'll run. Because in order for me to redo the recoil, I really don't want to do it and then realize I don't need to. So I've got the handlebars put back. Let's see. Both hands. Wow, it ran. Let me do that again. Do this again. This time I'm going to see if the self-propelled works. And I have put bolts in to keep this beauty cover from coming off. Oops. Well, self-propel worked, but it threw out threw out one of the bolts up top. Oh well, I'll go look for it. This back here, I covered up the name of the place, but it was last serviced 6/16/2020. So that's what, 4 years ago about. And this thing's already, I don't know. So we know it runs. It doesn't seem to be leaking anything. Self-propelled works. I have the bag, and I have the side discharge flap for it, and I need to do a recoil, and I need to get the oil cap, and I need an air filter cover, or the whole air filter box. I redid the recoil. I didn't show that. You can find lots of those. Color ones are just like the Hondas. This is another recoil I had that it isn't great, but at least the spring was in it. So what I got left to do is get an air filter box cover, and I have air filters, and then a oil cap. What I have there is not right. I'll show you. You can start it. There you go. That'll be it for this one. I didn't think I was going to get this one to go, but apparently since I had that recoil, that was all I needed.